I'm going to walk through the Samsung 85-inch 4K Business Pro TV the way I would if I were actually standing in a lobby trying to decide whether this huge screen is worth the investment. My goal is to cut through the marketing hype, point out the hidden trade-offs, and help you figure out if this is the right fit for the space you have in mind. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the biggest hesitation most buyers have is the sheer size. An 85-inch panel isn't something you just drop into a living room without thinking about viewing distance, mounting logistics, and power draw. In a corporate environment, the concerns shift to content management. You need a display that plays nicely with whatever signage software you're already using, and you don't want to end up with a screen that looks great on paper but stalls when you try to schedule a playlist of videos and PDFs. That's why I focused on real-world setup stories from facilities managers and the practical aspects of daily use rather than the glossy spec sheet. The Business Pro line is built around the idea that the TV is a content delivery platform, not a conventional home entertainment hub. The three-side bezel-less design really does help the screen blend into a wall or a custom frame, which is a big plus in retail corridors or hotel lobbies where you want the visual to feel seamless. The 4K UHD resolution paired with HDR gives you vivid colors and deep contrast, so a promotional video of a new product line looks crisp even from a few meters away. In my experience, that level of clarity can make a noticeable difference in how customers perceive a brand. The image doesn't look washed out the way cheaper panels often do. One practical strength that shows up when you actually install one of these is the ease of integration with existing CMS platforms. Samsung's Business Pro TVs come pre-configured to talk to common content management solutions, so you can push a new ad or a safety announcement with a few clicks from a central dashboard. I've seen it work smoothly in a mid-size hospital where each waiting area gets its own schedule, and the updates propagate instantly without a technician having to climb up on a ladder. That kind of reliability saves both time and money over the long term. On the flip side, the very thing that makes it a great signage tool can be a drawback if you were hoping to use it as a regular TV. The unit lacks built-in tuners and streaming apps, so you'll need an external media player, a mini PC, or a dedicated signage stick to actually feed content. That's not a problem for a business that already runs a server, but a small office or a home user might find the extra hardware requirement a hassle. Also, the default remote is fairly minimal. It's designed for basic volume and power control, not for navigating a media library, so you'll quickly want a more capable control interface. Brightness is another point worth mentioning. For a bright showroom or an outdoor covered area, the panel can crank up to a level that overpowers ambient light, keeping the picture readable even on a sunny afternoon. In a dim conference room, though, the same brightness can feel a little harsh, so you might need to adjust the backlight or use a dimmer mode to avoid eye strain during long presentations. It's not a flaw, just something you have to tweak based on the environment. Now, who should actually consider spending on an 85-inch Business Pro TV? If you run a retail chain and need a uniform, high-impact visual across multiple locations, the scalability of Samsung's CMS compatibility is a real value driver. Hospitality venues that want to showcase local attractions, event schedules, or room service menus on a single large screen will appreciate the sleek aesthetics and the ability to change content on the fly. Large conference rooms that host webinars or product launches can use the screen as a central visual board, and the 4K resolution ensures that detailed slides don't get lost. Conversely, if you're a typical consumer looking for a home theater centerpiece, you might want to think twice. The price point for an 85-inch professional-grade panel is considerably higher than a consumer OLED of similar size, and you lose the built-in smart platform that makes streaming effortless. Gaming enthusiasts should also pause. The TV doesn't advertise low input lag or variable refresh rates, so it's not optimized for fast-paced gaming sessions. If you don't already have a content management workflow, the extra steps to get the screen up and running could feel like more work than it's worth. Another practical consideration is installation. The screen is heavy. You'll need a sturdy wall mount or a dedicated floor stand, and the mounting points are designed for commercial-grade brackets. I've heard from installers that the three-side bezel-less design means the frame is thinner, which is great for aesthetics but requires precise alignment during mounting to keep the screen level. It's not something the average DIYer will want to tackle without professional